I'm going to record this just for the people who are not able to make it on. Okay, guys, seriously, I am going to get better with these calls. I know I have been doing them like really last minute. I do want to start scheduling them and have them at once every 2 weeks. I know how hard it is with all the calls we have. And I know that we're all busy people, so I'm trying not to overwhelm you guys with too many calls, but at the same time, I do want to catch up with you guys and see how you're doing with your teams, because I know you guys are pushing for some huge goals. All of you are pushing for something, so I just want to make sure that you guys are staying on track, and you don't need, I can give you the help and the support that you need along the way as one of your uplines and leaders. So I just wanted to touch base on a few things, and then I'm going to kind of leave it open so we can just have a little discussion and talk about, anything that's going on in your business that you can share that may help other people, or something you're struggling with that maybe we can help you with as well. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the most important thing that I'm finding that, I don't know if we're like slacking on it. I don't know. This month is tough. All right. This month is like really tough. I'm seeing it. Melanie is my upline. She's seeing it. I was just talking to her yesterday, and we had a group conversation going on, and I don't know if it was yesterday or today. Oh my gosh, my days are off. But literally, like, she's struggling, and I'm going to say she was at Success Club 3. For the number one coach in the company to be at Success Club 3 still currently, it's not just you. And I want you to understand that. It's not anything that you're doing wrong. It's the freaking month. Like, this month is tough, but it doesn't have to be that. But I just want to make sure that we're looking at those things that we really need to do and focus on. So we don't have to say, we didn't hit Success Club because it was a tough month, or we didn't reach our goal of diamond or you guys are all diamond, of 1 star or 2 star, whatever you guys are pushing for, because it was a hard month. Because that doesn't have to be our excuse. We just do a little bit, we just go around it, and we make it the best that we can, and we just push a little bit harder. We know the activities that we need to do. We're not stupid. We know the 3 vital behaviors. I'm not going to preach to you about that, but it's just doing more of that and just being a little more consistent, and more so just continue giving a good push to our team without pushing them away. So it's going to be like giving them a little tough love, but at the end of that push, let them know that you're here for them, and anything that you say or do is just meant to help them reach their goals. Because if they're giving you goals, we have to make sure that we're saying, okay, what activities do you need to do to reach that goal? What can we do? One thing that I've been doing with especially my newer coaches, is weekly goals. So I'm getting on my one-on-one calls with them every week, and I'm like, okay, what are your goals for next week? So when we follow up next week, what do you need to do to get to the next step in your business? Or so you're moving along to get closer to reaching your goals. And it may sound easy and silly, but guys, it works. It really does. These coaches that I've been doing it with, they have been more consistent, and they've been doing it because it's keeping them accountable. And I will say that these one-on-one calls, they're amazing. I started doing them more just because I've been doing them with one of my mentors. So with corporate, I have Alex Button. She is, the East Region, I guess I could call her like the East Region manager with Beachbody. So I have weekly calls with her every Thursday at 12 o'clock. She makes me write down goals. 3 goals, personal goals, 3 goals. I said 3. 3 goals personal, 3 goals business. And every week I have to check in with her, and I have to tell her, okay, how are your goals? Did you reach them? And if not, why did you not reach them? And if you did, what did you do to reach those goals? So it's just like that reassurance. You know what you did to reach them. So you know what you have to do. And then you need to teach this to your team as well. Okay. So Yeah, I think that's one of the best things that you can do now is just really getting close with your team, building that relationship and doing those one-on-one calls with them. And I know some of them are like not following up with us and some of them are not getting on the one-on-one calls. I know Ashley, she's been struggling a little bit with hers. I hope you're okay with me saying that. You're not the only one though. I have a few too that they're like, I want to do a weekly call with you. And literally I'm to the point where I'm like, then you need to show me your business activity tracker because seriously, you're not reaching your goals. I have to spend the time with my coaches who are showing me they're reaching their goals. So if you can show me that you're doing it, you're doing those daily activities, yes, I most certainly will get on a one-on-one call with you. But if you're not willing to show me that you want this and you're not willing to have your actions meet your goals, I can't help you. And that's where you have to literally move on and focus that time on the coaches who want it and more so focus that time on recruiting new coaches who want it. Because at the end of the day, those coaches who say they want it but they're not doing it, what are they doing for their own business and what are they doing for your business? And I don't want to sound selfish saying what are they doing for your business. That's why I said their own business first. They're not even helping their own business. If they don't want it for their own business, I mean, come on now. You have to show us you want it. That's the end of it. So one of the things I was doing today is I was looking at my downline. So I have a pretty big downline. I have all of you guys, all of your coaches, all of your coaches, a lot of coaches who aren't even on and their coaches and their coaches. And I guess I haven't looked in depth as much as what I did today. And I was so like freaked out over how many inactive coaches there are in our downline. Like it is freaking ridiculous. And I get that it's a hard month and I get that it's just tough. It's a tough year. But seriously, I know there's still people that want it. Like there are still people that want this. So now I'm starting to, I don't want to say second guess myself, but now I'm starting to wonder like, okay, what is their upline coach doing for them to keep them active? And they may not be working coaches. They may be discount coaches. And I know we sign a whole lot of discount coaches. So then my question goes to, how are your challenge groups? Because these, you guys know these challenge groups are the bread and butter to our business. Without these challenge groups, we don't have a business. This is where we get the support. Each and every single one of you had success in a challenge group. So I want you guys to really go back and look at your challenge groups and think of how often you are following up with those people just outside of the challenge group. Go to your downline and go through your discount coaches. Maybe just follow up with them and offer them a spot in your next challenge group or a free clean eating group or something. Because I can guarantee, and I'm not just talking about you guys. I'm not pointing out anyone. I'm just simply looking at my downline. I'm like, holy crap. I know not all of these discount coaches are in a challenge group. There's no way. There's no way that many coaches can go inactive being in a challenge group and having that support every single day. So it's either they're not in a challenge group, or if they are in a challenge group, are their upline coaches being active? And I don't mean the leader of the challenge group. I mean, if you are in a challenge group with your upline coach, or like you guys have your coaches in it, you guys should not be the only ones posting in that challenge group. I'm just saying, like, you need to have your coaches be the leader. If they have challengers in there, those discount coaches and those customers need to see their coach as the leader. And that's something that we need to ingrain it in their heads, because if at the end of the day, like, they're not going to go anywhere. I had this incident with one of my own coaches, and she completely fell off in the chat. Like, I have not heard, I shouldn't say heard because you can't hear on a computer. I haven't seen her post in a challenge group, in my challenge group, in like 2 weeks. And finally I'm like, what is going on? And she's like, I'm not doing good this month. No one's wanting to join me. My challengers are falling off. I'm like, dude, you're not even present in the challenge groups. Like, you have not posted in 2 weeks. How do you expect your challengers to even respond if they're trying to, looking to lead by example? They're not even seeing their upline coach post. So she has coaches in this group she's trying to teach. She has challengers she's trying to lead and give support to. Hello, where is that going? Now her coaches are all inactive. And this is just an example. And I'm not, saying this coach is a bad coach, but it's so easy to fall into. I've done it. I have fallen off track in my challenge groups. I have fallen off track with with catching up with my discount coaches, especially when you have other stuff going on. If you have a job or you have sick kids or, everyone has stuff going on. But at the end of the day, if you want to work this business, we cannot keep using that as an excuse, because this is your business and this is how you're going to get paid. You're going to get paid by what you put into it. So if you want a business that's going to pay $1 million, you best be checking in your challenge groups 3 times a day. You best be teaching your challengers or your coaches to do the same thing and to duplicate everything that you're doing. But, and this is something that I teach my coaches, that if you want to make it a $130 business where you're just getting your shakes paid for, or if you want to still pay for your shakes, then don't check in as often and, don't be consistent. It's that simple. But that's one of the biggest things, with those discount coaches, we have to treat them as a challenger, and we have to make sure that we are staying on track in those challenge groups, because they are where it is. That's where our business is. So maybe just try to be creative. If you do have these people in your challenge groups and you have your coaches or your coaches, discount coaches and challengers, if they're all in the groups, try to be creative and do something different. So maybe making videos. Like I made a video yesterday. I have not made videos in a long time, and that's my fault. Totally my fault. And when you do videos, I don't know if you notice that it's just more personable. I have been getting no feedback in my challenge groups for a while. I did that video and I had so much feedback. Like people came out of the woodwork that weren't even looking in the groups. And I tagged everyone when I made the video. And it's like everyone checked in and they were all thanking me. And it's like, dude, this has been my fault. I just haven't been creative for my team and for my challengers. And that's what, sometimes you just need a little change. Maybe do some little challenges. I know Erin does a lot of different stuff for her challenge groups where she's always keeping it active and she's always keeping people engaged. So Erin, even if you want to share a couple tips on, what you do for your challenge groups. And guys, this is, like I said, you guys are leaders. This isn't just for you. Teach your team this. Go ahead, Erin.
We just do a bunch of different things, and I have a lot of challengers that roll over from challenge group to challenge group. So I try and just do something different in each group. Like last month, we did a budget and body boot camp. So on top of the physical part, we also had a financial challenge going on where we were challenging each other to show how we saved money on groceries, how we did this, how we did that. And it's helpful for me to learn from them. And I try to tell them that too, that they're keeping me accountable in my fitness journey and they help inspire me. And I think that helps to keep them active too. But we'll do like chugging contests. Sometimes if it's getting quiet, we'll do like whoever posts the most in the week. I'll just post randomly, like post your favorite motivational quote or post this or post that. I just try and keep it new and different. I have a script that I follow in the morning, and then my afternoon posts I try and do something different every day.
Awesome. Hey, would you want to do us a favor? Would you? Would you mind posting your script and sharing it with the group, or is that not something you would like to share?
No, it's fine. It's really yours and Melanie's meshed together with some of mine.
Okay. I would like if you would share that. I'm actually creating a new one because I have not followed one in a really long time. I don't know. I just, whenever I wake up, I go based on what I'm feeling, what I listen to with my personal development. But I feel like that's holding me back because I'm posting later now in my groups. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to make one. But while I'm making it, I don't know, maybe we could all like feed off of each other and just get ideas off of each other.
That's pretty much what I did. I went to like the Rising Stars groups, and I know like that is it Jeanette or something? She'll always be posting like new scripts. So I'll read through the script and I'll take a few that like are me and I'll just save them and then generate a script. So I have about like 90 posts that I go through. And so with each group, so they're not seeing the same things, I'll go like day 1 through 30 and then 30 through 60 and then 60 through 90.
Okay.
So then that way, by the time they're through 3 challenge groups, they don't remember that I posted that same script in the first one that they ever did.
Like that. I like that. And like, honestly, I always just copy and paste all of my posts. Like I do the same, and I have 3 groups going on. So like I do the same thing, but I have one that's my long-term one. So it's like, I can't always do that because they're on a different level, you know?
My long-term group, they get what I'm feeling that day.
Yeah. Okay.
But then this group gets.
Oh, sorry.
Good. No, go ahead. What do you do?
No, I was just going to say, I just this week created a new challenge group script because I was doing the same thing. I was just like randomly opening like, oh, I'll use this one today from this person. I'll use this one today from this person. I was just like picking and choosing from like 4 different challenge group scripts. And it was hard to get other people to post in the group because nobody knew what script to use and what day to be on. And so I just created one this week. It took me like 4 hours, I swear, but I did it and put it in my group for everybody. So everyone has one if somebody has to post while I'm like having the baby or something.
That's good. And you know what? You did commit that 4 hours, but at least it's done now. Like that's awesome that you have that. So cool.
I also found that my challengers really like if we add in a ab challenge or like a plank challenge that might go on for like 10 or 15 days. If I post a calendar or something, so I'll tell them to do the regular workout in the morning and then post an accountability picture of, you know, their extra challenge. So that's been something that's really worked to keep them active in the evening as well. Or sometimes they'll say like, oh, I was too busy. I didn't get in my 50-minute size workout, but I did my bonus workout. So I feel like it makes them feel like they didn't fail for the day when they have a rough day.
That's really good. I like that. Cool. Very, very good. Does anyone else want to add anything? Nope. Cool. All right. Hey, Alicia. Girl, you are number 1 right now. I love it.
Thanks to you guys. I feel like I have there's this Shippensburg info group that has like 4,000 people in it that I've been posting in. And then obviously my Beachbody family and extended family, so it's exciting. Thank you.
I may have voted a few times.
I've been doing it like constantly on all my different devices, so keeping me busy.
That's awesome. I like it. Hi, Stacy. Thanks for jumping on.
Hey, you're so welcome. Sorry I'm so late. Just finished my workout with my hubby.
Aw, that's okay. Thanks for getting on.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for hosting.
You're welcome. All right. So, and Stacy, if you missed any, you can always, I'm recording it, so you can always just catch the recording for the first part of it, first few minutes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about were invites. It's like, I know it's a vital behavior, it's invites, but I feel like our newer coaches and even some of our coaches who just aren't moving forward in the business and we're like, what is going on? It has to be in the invites and conversations. So one of the best things I feel that we can do for our team is just giving examples to them. So share, and I did a video today I made a YouTube video. I posted it in Forever Fit, not getting any feedback at all, which I wish that we could like put in some information and some ideas and share examples. That way we can help our team. But just giving them examples of like how we invite. And I know it seems silly, but it's like we have to go back to the basics a little bit for them because and this is me, sometimes I get ahead of myself and I forget that they need like the basics. So how to do an invite that you don't say, hi, I'm a Beachbody coach and, you know, I wanted to invite you to this, my challenge group that's starting, blah, 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 and you have to get a challenge pack. Like, a lot of people, you know, when they're starting, that doesn't mean anything to them. They're like, okay, well, I'm going to invite them and this is how it's going to say. No, like, we have to build a relationship. So maybe by us showing them what we say in the invite, literally like taking a screenshot on your phone or computer of what you say might make a difference for them. Going through the conversation. So one thing that I've been doing is literally I will be like, let me see what your invite looks like. Like, you show me your invite. You show me your conversation. Where did it stop in the conversation? You know, that they stopped talking to you. Show me exactly what you said. Copy and paste it or screenshot. Because the littlest things can make a huge difference. So, you know, as their leader, I think by just giving them a bunch of examples, and I know I put examples on the team website. I'm honestly not even sure who looks at the team website, but they are there. I do have some in the file section in Forever Fit. So I don't know if you guys want to give any extra ideas. If you wouldn't mind going into Forever Fit when you have a chance in the next day or so, just to look at the video. You don't even have to look at the video if you don't want to. You can, but maybe just below it, giving your examples. Because seeing all of you guys as the leaders and giving your style, because we don't all say the same thing, but it's not like we do it wrong. We didn't get to where we are by doing it wrong. But maybe as we can all give a different approach to how we invite and create the conversation, that, you know, I may have challengers that don't like what I say, but they may feed off of Alicia or Aaron, you know, or Ashley. I'm just naming names because I'm looking at you guys, but just maybe if we can give all of our ideas, that someone will really, you know, click with what you're saying, and that may push them forward in their business and make them feel a little bit more confident that when they're doing that next invite that they know what to say. But, you know, another reason why I like to do this is because it's keeping ourselves accountable. Not going to lie, I've admitted it. I slacked the last few months with my invites like hardcore, and I'm paying for it because I was barely hitting Success Club 10 the last 2 months. Like, I hit 12 one month and 14 another month. And that is not like me. I've always hit 20 or more. And it really has gotten me down in the past 2 months. And I'm like, God, my business sucks. And I'm like, maybe it's because I have a lot going on in my life. And then I realized, no, you cannot use that as an excuse. You cannot use that as an excuse. I look at my activities and I'm like, I suck at inviting. Like, literally. Okay. So last month, and like I said, every month I still do a go for no sheet just because that's how I keep track of my business. Like, last month, I invited 27 people. And I didn't even invite them all because some of them came to me. But that's why I only had Success Club 14, because I talked to 27 people. That's ridiculous. So now I'm happy to share my accountability that I'm at. Actually, no, I'm at more than 70. I'm at 75 because I did talk to blah, 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 blah. I can't talk today. I have talked to 5 more people today, and I'm getting there. And I'm not going to beat myself up just because I had a goal of 100 on Sunday, and I am still not even at 100, and I had another goal of getting 100 for this week. I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to do what I can. But I'm showing my team that. I'm showing my personally sponsored coaches what I'm doing. So maybe that can give them a little motivation to do it too. You know, what is it? The pack, the leader. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. I'll get that one day. I promise I will. I say it wrong every time. But seriously, like, if you show them you're doing it, it will motivate them to do it. If you show them, I've invited 27 people so far. Do you think that they're going to push for inviting 10 people a day? Doubtful. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, I just saw you on Pinterest. Girl, with your 3-day refresh, looking good.
Thanks, buddy.
My Pinterest.
That's your newsfeed.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you guys talking about? Sorry, Megan and I just got off a call.
No, that's okay. Were they motivated?
Sort of. There wasn't as many on as we would have liked.
Flop.
Did you guys celebrate with each other?
We
No,
will.
we're not celebrating yet. We still need 2 more to pop. Then we'll celebrate, and then
And then we
hold
have
our
to wait for
breath.
6
Then hold our
weeks.
breath for 6 weeks, and then celebrate. Dude, New Year's Eve, when this all goes down, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, snap. It's
Oh,
gonna
snap.
be good. So right now we're just talking about, talking about invites and how we can show our team our own consistency to help motivate them. And I was just saying how, the last couple months I've sucked basically because I have not been on my A game with E-Trail. She ain't even paying attention.
I'm looking for a conversation that I could post in your thread like you asked.
I love I love that little attitude.
It's like your daughter comes out there.
My post-night shift bitchiness.
Can I call you Aubrey?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I sucked at my invites in the last couple months, and it showed by my Success Club points, by me literally having 12 and 14, and it's not like me. So I had to step up my game, but I feel like it's helping a lot by me showing my own accountability and what I'm doing to hopefully motivate, my newer coaches, my personally sponsored coaches, the coaches I'm mentoring, to help them to keep going, because this is a freaking hard month. It's not easy. This is one of the hardest months that I know I've had in my business. But that doesn't mean that we have to lose track of our goals and lose sight of our goals. And Megan and Sarah, as you come on, you guys are prime examples of what can potentially happen with your business, because you guys have diamonds popping. Like, they're still doing it. So that just shows the more you can motivate them, the more you guys can show what you're doing for yourselves, the more it's going to make them do it. Do you guys do that at all? Since you guys popped and you have a lot going on, are you guys showing your own accountability to your team so it can motivate them at all?
I am.
What do you mean?
So like,
Where am I?
for now, like, how many people am I inviting? Me showing an example of my conversation and how I'm doing my invites. Like, are you guys?
I'm not doing that part. I'm really
detailed.
Go ahead, Megan.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just I push them. Like, I'll be like, okay, I'm at Success Club 5. I want to be at 8 by Saturday. Who's with me? Tell me where you're at. What are your conversations looking like? So I do that. I do a lot of, this is really silly, but like, I post a ton of motivational quotes in my team page, like girl boss kind of in your face business quotes. I do that almost every day.
Cool. And they give you feedback on that?
They do. And like, a lot of times I don't know, sometimes I'll be like, okay, the Shalene podcast this morning was awesome. Watch it. Sometimes it's just random stuff, but it helps. I think it does.
Awesome. Megan, do you want to?
I still feel like my team page is a bunch of crickets. I don't have a lot of activity in my team page at all, no matter how much I post, no matter what I post about. I am doing the bingo game in my team page. And I did get a handful of people. I mean, I think I probably got like 8 or 10 people that hit bingo. But like, I mean, I have like over 200 people on my team page. So my ratio is not that great. But I don't know.
So
I don't get a lot of interaction.
when you say that you don't have a lot of interaction, like, are you seeing that people see it? Like, how many you can see?
Yes.
How many people? Are they
People see
looking in it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they see it,
Okay, so that's a good thing.
but they don't comment or like it.
But I have the same thing. In my personally sponsored page, I don't hardly have any feedback. But at least you can see that people are seeing it.
Yeah.
So maybe, as you continue posting, maybe eventually it'll hit them and make them want to respond.
Yeah.
But you start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. And as long as you keep posting, you're doing your end. And you never know, that one post that, no one comments on, it may really help one coach to really build their business. So that one post that you weren't going to do because nobody comments on it, it will make a difference.
I post in my team page every day, something.
Yeah.
Whether it's a recording call or something, an idea, what I'm doing, whatever.
Sarah, you do better with pep talk videos. Yeah. I like pep talk videos.
I like Sarah's pep talk videos. I should join your team page.
I was going to say, Sarah, can you add your pep talk videos into our team page?
I'm going to keep you engaged in some sort of group with our coaches forever so that I can have your pep talk videos.
No, I'm not kidding. Can you add them into our team page? She's not unmuting herself. I guess that means no.
She shook her head.
I said, yeah, I was talking. Yeah, I can't.
I'm just kidding. All right. I mean, I'm not really kidding, but if you want to, you can. All right. So one of the things that I feel that will really help with our organization, I'm really not good with organization at all. Like, I suck at it. I do have a binder, but it's really hard because if you're out and about, you're, doing a couple follow-ups if you're waiting on something, and then you do some invites, and then you come back, and then you're getting caught up in something else. You kind of lose track of like who your potentials are with your customers and your coaches and where you are in the conversation. So I was actually listening to Melanie's Rising Stars call. Did any of you listen to that?
From today?
Yeah.
I just listened to it tonight.
Okay. So I got a really good idea off of it that I was not aware of. So I know some people do not get on those calls. So I wanted to share that with you so you guys can no problem. I was going to say you have to wipe your butt. What was I saying? Yeah, I wanted to share this idea that I didn't know about. So I think maybe it would be good for you guys to maybe help yourself with with your own organization, with who you're talking to. Thanks, Erin. I like that. Creating a list on your friends with your Facebook friends. Did you guys know that you can create lists? All right, can I show you what I mean? All right, cool. So what you can do, hold on. Okay, so can you guys all see this? Did everyone run away? Oh, Erin, can you see this? Because you're the only person I see, along with your puzzle.
I'm here. I can see it.
Okay, perfect. All right. So if you go to the bottom on your left of your home page, you can see friends. And if you click on friends, you can actually see like all your folders. So whenever I tell everyone, I go through my invites. So I will go through people I went to high school with, people that I went to college with, people that I worked with. You actually can add people into those folders. So number one, it's easy to go through your invites, but also you can create a list that says challenger potential, and then you can add anyone in the list. So I'm just gonna like show you some of, like, how cool is this? That you can just, I don't know who those people are. Like, isn't that awesome? So then when you create it, you will actually be able to click on that, and then you can see what is on their Facebook feed. So instead of scrolling through your Facebook all the time and wasting so much time looking for your potentials and coaches that you really want to show interest to, you don't have to waste all of that time looking at other coaches' Facebook feed, because that's seriously what is so easy to get caught up in. I'm not gonna lie, like, I have a ton of coaches on my news feed, and it does, like, I see squirrels a lot. And I do love to comment on my coach's stuff. Don't get me wrong. But when I'm in the moment and I'm like, I need to show my potentials that I'm looking at what they're doing. Like, I need to go on their stuff. And rather than putting each name in and click and enter and then scroll in to find it, like, you already have this that you can just go through. And then you can comment and like. Isn't that awesome? And then another thing that you can do, so say if you're on, oh, Beth, Kayla, I was stalking you guys. So say if you want to go to one of these people and you want to add them to a list. So if you're already on it, you can click on friends and then add to another list. And then where's my list? Do you guys not see that list I just made? Where'd my list go? Shit. Did I not add it? Challenger. I don't know where it went. That stinks. All right. Maybe it like didn't update yet. Okay. So now I have that list there. Pretty cool, right? I don't know. I just thought that was really awesome. So instead of scrolling through your Facebook and wasting all that time, now you can just literally go to your friends, to the list that you want to look at. And this is a really good idea that you can do for like potential challengers, but also your coaching potentials and your current challengers, just so you can keep up with them and, you know, continue building that relationship. So it's not like, okay, you've signed them up. Now the only time you're going to communicate with them is just in the challenge group. So this is something I'm going to start implementing like now, because I think it's an amazing idea. I think it's going to save us time. Yes, at first it's going to be a little time consuming, just because to put all the names in each list, it's going to take a little bit of time, but it's going to benefit you in the long run for sure. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say about this. I know I mentioned about the Rising Stars call, so I don't know if you guys are all in it. I just want to make sure. Is there anyone who is not in Melanie Mitro's Diamond and Above group? Okay, Ashley, I wrote your name down. Kayla, I wrote your name down because I know you're not in it either. Anybody else? Kelly, are you in it? All right, I wrote you down because I didn't think you were. Erin, you're in it? Alicia, you're in it. I don't see you, but.
Sorry, I turned the lights off. I'm in it. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Beth, are you in it?
Yeah, I'm in it.
Awesome. Stacy, are you in it?
I lost my connection. So am I in what? I'm so sorry. I just popped
No, that's
back.
okay. Are you in Melanie Mitro's Rising Stars?
I am, yes.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure, and I usually don't add everyone anymore because, like I said, we have so many darn groups, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys. I am going to add you unless you tell me otherwise not to. I won't, but it's just extra train. Oh, you are awesome, Kelly. But it's extra training. So if there's a moment that you do have time to listen to another call and get some more information to help you grow your business, I mean, it's not a bad idea. And I don't get to physically get on her calls all the time because her Monday calls and Wednesday calls are literally at 10 a.m. where that is my busy time for my own business. So I can't take away my one-on-one calls to get on those. I'll listen to the recording. But yeah, it is. She's a top coach. She always has amazing tips. So if you can get on or listen to a recording, that's awesome. Just like the National Wake Up Calls. And that's something that hopefully we are all listening to, and then sharing that with our team pages too. So the National Wake Up Call, I don't always say about it, but I'm always posting it in the team website. Again, hopefully people are looking at the team website. I feel like does anybody look at the team website? Okay, good. I just want to make sure like someone's getting use of it, because I'm going to actually update it and put some more ideas and conversations in there. That way people can, get some more goodies. Coaching opportunity posts. Try not to go back and forth so much with challenge group coaching, challenge group posting, because it'll start to confuse people. So if you can focus, so I focus on the first half of the month, challenge groups, and the second half of the month, the coaching opportunity. Now today I did switch it just because today is my 3-year anniversary with Beachbody. So I needed to do some kind of coaching opportunity post and how, my life has changed over the past 3 years with my business. But other than that, I do keep it pretty clean with challenge group, then coaching. But you can still include your coaching post here and there. Like, does that make sense? So even though throughout the first half of the month, it is all about my challenge groups, I'm still telling people what I'm doing as a coach and giving them the opportunity to ask questions and showing people what I'm doing. So like, my kids are sick. This is, thank goodness I'm able to be a stay-at-home mom, that I'm working from home and able to take care of them, stuff like that. Just make sure that you're continuing to give people, your audience, the opportunity for the coaching to get more information. And then I already talked about one-on-one calls with your teams. A couple of you guys missed that. Just, I don't know. I feel like it's the most important thing out of anything with you and building your team and that culture and just making sure that they're on the right track is those one-on-one calls with them every week. And I know sometimes it gets overwhelming because when you are growing a team and you have other things going on too, it just gets overwhelming. But that time is going to benefit them and your business a lot too. Whether you have to cut it short and only say, okay, I'm doing 15-minute calls. That's all I can do. And then once that 15 minutes is up, okay, look, you know what? I have another call. I have to go. Let's reschedule. Let's schedule again for next week and we'll catch up. Voxer is one of the most amazing apps. If you guys think all of you are on it, I talk to all of you on it. Voxer is amazing. Kayla, I don't know if you're on it. Are you on it? Anyways.
What? Boxer?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
All right. Come on. Let's not go old school. Voxer, Voxer. Get up to date, my friend. You can send me pictures on Voxer. Me and her have been she's been sending me funny pictures. She's going to do her Michael Jackson face and I'm going to do my Elvis lip and we're just going to have some fun with it. Why did we even start talking about that? We just have fun.
Well, because you wanted pictures of me and I was like, what kind of pictures of me do you want, Deidre?
I liked it a lot. But Voxer is a great way to communicate with your team if you don't have a lot of time to talk. Like Sarah, she is freaking busy. So really, I don't get to talk to her much, but we do get to talk now a lot more on Voxer because she'll respond to me when she has time. And I know that most of the time she's not going to be able to respond right away because she's working full time. She is taking care of her kiddo in the evening and she has her business to run. So I know that she'll get back to me when she can. But it's so much easier than just waiting for that phone call that, you're both trying to schedule in. So definitely talk to your team about that if you haven't already. And the last thing that I just wanted to touch base on that I had an idea from one of the other coaches in the Dream Team, and then Melanie again touched base on it on her call today, which is, and Megan, I talked to you about it, doing the live event. So now I'm hearing all about this Beachbody coaching live event instead of doing a 5-day sneak peek. And Megan, even if you want to give me a little feedback, if you thought any more about it, but I am like, I want to do it now because
I'm doing it Monday. I've already got, yeah.
So I would love for you to let us know your feedback on how it goes. But I'm really excited to do that because it's like 5 days. You guys know after like 3 days, people are falling off. Like there's half of the people checking in that even see the post and we're trying to tag everyone. And it's just like, do you realize what we could get accomplished in 2 hours if someone can open up 2 hours on a Wednesday or whatever day you can do, Monday, whatever, from 6 to 8 p.m. and just put videos from what you would put in your 5-day sneak peek, maybe add a couple extra, put those videos in there and give them the opportunity to talk during this event. And then at the end, do a live Zoom call to open up for Q&A. Gosh, 2 hours versus 5 days. Like, it'll get your people on board a lot faster. So I really like the idea of doing the cash for Christmas, earn extra cash for Christmas event, live event. So it would be a 2-hour event, coaching opportunity, make it public for 2 hours. So the way that Melanie posted about it, and also Kaylee, I talked to her. She was another one who's doing it. She was doing hers tonight. So I'll get feedback on that. But doing a different video every 10 minutes. And for the people who are on, you can do like little prizes for people who stay on and who post below each video that you do as your post, that they say that they're on still. Obviously, they're on if they're posting. They'll get a prize. And we have like tons of Beachbody swag. If you don't, I do. So, you know, we can do little giveaways to people who are showing that they're on. And then okay, so some of the videos, some examples, we would do like a welcome video, why I became a coach video, what is Beachbody coaching, someone who is a stay-at-home mom. Maybe one of you can do a video on how you run your business working from home, being a stay-at-home mom, and then someone who is a full-time worker who also was working their business and how they made it happen and how they manage their time. Then the compensation plan, challenge groups, and then a success story, transformation story. Erin, you know I'd pick you. And then how to earn, sorry. And then how to earn $500 for Christmas. That would be like the end of it. And Megan, I don't know if you already know what videos you're going to be doing. I don't know if those kind of sounded the same. You're on mute. You got it? Nope. Here, I'll get it.
I just pulled from the list that Melanie shared, and then I just reached out to my coaches and asked for volunteers. Okay. So I talked about it on our team call Tuesday, and a few just said yes, they'll do it. And then I just reached out to like all my diamonds or almost diamonds and asked them to take one. So we did 9 videos. I asked them all to make a video by Friday or Saturday and upload it to YouTube. So we'll do it on Monday. I'm not doing it till 9 because I'm a stay-at-home mom market. So my people can't do 6 to 8. That's dinner time, family time, bedtime. So I'm doing 9 to 11 Monday night.
Awesome. Very good. Very good. So yeah, I like that idea, and I do want to give that a shot. And I know I had in the calendar that we are doing the 5-day, but I am changing that, especially because it's over Thanksgiving too. And I don't want to interfere with the holidays. So
I was planning a 3-day sneak peek group next week. I was doing a 3-day glance was what I called it, but I just decided to do the event. And I invited like people who were even in other sneak peeks, because the more activity you have on the timeline, it's going to show up in other people's in their videos. They're going to be shorter. So I'm just we'll see.
Very good. And we're on the same page, because I was thinking about moving mine to a 3-day, because I'm like, I don't know, that like these 5 days people just fall off after 3. And I'm like, if I can, Beth, I was talking to you about that, I think, because I'm like, if I can just condense them a little bit to like 3 days, but this 2-hour thing, it just seems amazing.
Yeah.
To get it done. And if we all participated, go ahead.
I was going to say, I saw Megan's invite. It like came up on my news feed. And so I immediately messaged her because it was before I listened to the Monday night call. And she said it was like a Melanie idea. So I listened to that call.
Because actually, Showmaker did it first. And she got someone else. I forget who.
I know. I didn't know that girl.
Deidre. I forget her name.
Say that again.
There was someone else who did it that Alyssa got it from. And then Alyssa did it. And Melanie's like, well, then I'm going to do it. And
that's the thing, like, that's what's awesome about this. Yeah. You don't have to, like, reinvent the wheel. We just...
Yeah. Well, I did a team...
Because Melanie said, like, anybody in the dream team downline can participate. And there was a part of me that wanted to be like, well, that's freaking easy. I'm just going to hop on. But when I saw it, I was like, that's not
Leader.
Yeah, and I was like, that's just not. I'm just gonna do my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a video for my team last night and told them that we were going to do one this Monday too. And I don't know that I'll do as many videos as you just because I don't have that many people to do them. And but yeah, my team wants to do one this Monday night too instead of our 3-day sneak peek next week because I could go into labor at any minute now and I need to get this shit out of the way.
Beth, you said that you don't have that many people to do that many videos. You can still use, if you like another video from our team that, whether it's a transformation video or working stay-at-home mom or full-time mom, you can use those videos too. It's not gonna, no one's gonna really, we're all still a team. So, I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Whether someone wanted to use one of Melanie's videos, we're all still part of that team. So.
Yeah, very, very good idea.
Because I was actually going to ask, I was hoping that even if you guys have your own, I would still love to have one of your videos because you guys are still, a part of Forever Fit. So, but I completely understand if you guys are wanting to do your own, that is awesome. I think that's great. So you are helping your team and showing them, how to get this kind of stuff going. I am going to be doing it for sure. And I'm going to open it up. I'll put it in my personally sponsored page. And then if you guys want to pass it along to your team, if you don't have your own, that would be fine. So that's what I wanted to say there. And then the only other thing I did want to say real quick, 3 Vital Behavior Training. Who is coming to that for sure? Aaron, just raise your hand. Thank you. Friday. This is why I needed to come home Friday. Kim Carver has training. He's having one-on-ones with some coaches. I was invited and I am allowed to bring my team. So, Megan, are you doing your own?
I am, 10 o'clock.
Okay. Sarah, are you doing your own? Okay. I am opening it up to anyone who is coming, who wants to join in and get some masterminding with corporate. Like, that's pretty awesome that we have that opportunity. So I have to pick a time frame before they're all full. So I'm going to be doing that here. I need to do it tomorrow or else I'm not going to have a spot. So if you guys want to do that, whoever's available, Sarah, I know you guys are working crap, so you're not going to be able to do it. Okay. So just wanted to let that open to you guys if anyone wants to. Aaron, Sarah, if you're off and you are not Sarah, Aaron and Beth, that's your name. If you guys were able to just go on Friday, I could pick you up and drop you back off. Whatever you want to do, if you're available, just let me know. All right. Does anyone else want to add anything, like how your month is going, anything that you're doing for your team that maybe would benefit someone else to hear that maybe they could share with their team? Cricket.
Want me to talk?
Go ahead, Sarah. Yeah. You know you like
All right. So tonight's like Christmas Eve for me and for my coaches. And it's like Christmas Eve because so when I went diamond, I signed up in March and I didn't go diamond until September. It took a long freaking time. And when I went diamond in September, I didn't go 1 star till May. So I've been 1 star since May, and that's been long enough. So I've been waiting for this for a long time, but I didn't get discouraged when I could have. It would have been easy to get discouraged and say, screw this. It's taking too long. I don't have time for this. I'm exhausted. I'm busting my tail for what? That would have been the easy answer, but that wasn't my answer. I decided to not quit, and I decided, you know what? These cycle bonuses everybody keeps talking about, they're not all that good right now, but I'm just going to keep showing up. So I did. And I'm tomorrow going to announce all of those diamonds that I have. And I am not a house of cards. And what I mean is that I did not build to all these diamonds on my grandmother and my mother. It's my team. And I'll tell you, that feels pretty darn good. I mean, it's okay to be the house of cards, but I'm not the house of cards. These people are going diamond on essentially real coaches. You know, a couple of them have an emerald that's a spouse, but at the end of the day, it took longer, but it was worth the wait. And for the record, no, they're not on the right leg. So Cheryl's on the left leg, and Vanessa's on the left leg, and Lindsay's on the left leg, and Brienne is on my left leg, and nobody's still on my freaking right leg, except for I have two that could pop, and then I go elite. It's a very stressful few weeks, but here's the deal. Whether it happens or not, it doesn't matter, because it will happen. So, you know, don't quit. Just keep showing up. It's going to happen. You're going to have your Christmas Eve where you're like, oh my God, it's happening. It's going to happen. So don't get frustrated. If that's where you're sitting and you're like, I don't know about all this, it's worth it. Just keep going. It might take longer, but it's worth it. So Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Congratulations. I was having some wine for you. All right. Seriously, like, that's awesome. And thank you for sharing that, because it's not easy to share when you struggled for a long time. But like she said, if you can just keep going and you can just say, you know what, I'm going all in and I'm not going to stop until I get there. You're going to get there. You will, but you just can't stop. You can't slow down and you can't stop. Sarah has been going through a freaking lot. She took on a new job that she had to train for, like, dean of students, right? Like, she took on this job that is very time consuming. She stays late. She deals with a lot of kids who are not so exciting. Like, she gets the crappy end of her business, of that job. And, you know, her husband works a long way from home. So he's driving 4 hours every day. Like, seriously, guys, she's not, no offense to her husband, because her husband is an amazing person, but she's basically a stay-at-home or a single mom, because she has to be the caregiver while he's at work and driving. And is that stopping her? Sarah, how long do you stay up sometimes?
I work every night from 8 to 11.
And you're at work from what time?
7:30 to 4.
And then you have your kid for 3 hours.
But I'm not different than the rest of you. I mean, I know it sounds like, oh shit, that's a lot. But if I ask Beth to tell me what else she did today, it's just as much. And same with Kelly. Everybody's doing a lot, but you just have to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You have to say, this was given to you for a reason. Show up. It's worth it. I think so I can share this with this team. My why became clearer this year. I realized that I took this new job because my master's is in leadership to be a principal, and that was the next step. And I hate this job. I hate every day of it. I call Can't Help probably 3 times a week. Can't Help is the line for when you have a child that's ready to commit suicide. I call that line a lot. I confiscate marijuana on a daily basis. I call home because kids beat the shit out of each other. That's my life at school. It's not positive anymore, and I hate it. And I realized that God gave me Beachbody 2 years ago for a reason. He gave it to me so that when this time came, I had an out. 2 years ago, I didn't have an out. This was it. This was my future, was to be a principal. And now that I'm sitting here, and it just happened whenever Kevin and I were home. It was the weekend that we had a training in whatever, our last Super Saturday. Kevin and I went to the fertility clinic, and after we went there, we had lunch, and we were eating lunch, and I just, out of nowhere, I said, we need to sell our house. I said, we need to sell our house, and we need to move. And he was like, what? And I said, I'm done. I'm done spending my life doing all this alone. I'm done. I don't have to be here anymore. I love State College. It's a beautiful place to live. But at the end of the day, I'm choosing happiness. I'm choosing my marriage. And we have a good marriage, but it could be even better if we had more time together. So where am I getting at with this? I'm getting at that I couldn't have chose this. This would have been my reality forever if it weren't for this. So as much as it sucks to stay up late every night and get up early, there's a light at the end of this tunnel. And at the end of this year, I don't think I'm going back. And I think there'll be a for sale sign in my yard. And that's really scary because this was my dream. But when it comes down to Beachbody, gives you an out. It really does. I'm matching my salary right now. It gives you an out. So hang in. I know I'm like TMI here.
No, not at all. I appreciate your honesty and just to show, and I, like you said, everyone is busy too, but this is what can happen. You know, this is what you can achieve being busy. So everyone hang in there. It's a crazy month and it's a crazy time of the year, but everyone here can make it happen as long as you believe in yourself and you just keep pushing. Okay?
I just wanted to say that wasn't TMI. That is like really good stuff that I like to hear and other people will benefit from hearing. And that's just really something I'm really happy for you.
Good. Yours is coming too. Hang in there.
Thanks. Well, it's good to hear that too, because like they say your why changes and everything. Well, and my husband works with juveniles and juvenile delinquents, and eventually, long down the road, probably, like I'd like to be able to bring him away from that because he knows exactly what you kind of experience. So
It's not a fun world.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Does anyone else want to add anything before we hang it up for the night? All right. Thank you guys so much for getting on. Get some sleep, and I will talk to you guys soon and see you guys soon. Bye.